Hey guys, it's Chase. I just want to come at you and talk to you about digging deep. That's the name of this one. It's called Digging Deep. So, digging deep and finding it. Okay? So, when I say that, a lot of people may not understand what I'm saying. But I came up with these words. Well, actually, I didn't come up with them, but they were told to me on a regular basis when I was in the police academy. The instructor would yell at us and say, dig deep, find it, because here you are exercising and breathing and going, like, it was horrible. Like, so you would have to dig deep in yourself to find, the strength to get through those exercises. So when I say dig deep, find it, I'm saying dig deep within yourself. Find your greatness. Find your purpose. Find the thing that makes you great. Find the thing that sets you apart from someone else. Dig deep inside of yourself. Find that. And encourage it and baby it and nurture it, and take care of it, because whatever that thing is within inside of you that pushes you to be better than you were yesterday and makes you want to be better tomorrow, it's worth it. So when I say dig deep, when I think of it, I'll use myself as an example. When I began on this journey here to try to encourage people and to motivate you all, I had to first find out what it was about me. Even if it was bad, good, indifferent, whatever it was, I needed to find it for myself, because I can't stand here and tell you, do this, and do that, which I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to encourage you to do some of the things that you probably already want to do. That's positive, okay? So when I say dig deep within myself, when I use those terms for myself, I say, I need to dig deep inside of myself and figure out what it is that I want out of life. What is it that I want out of life? What is it that's gonna make me stand out more? And I don't mean so people can be, not in that aspect, but I'm talking about just so I can feel better about myself. What is it that's gonna set me aside from someone else that's out here motivational speaking or being a life coach? Who, it's something that's gonna connect with someone else, that's gonna make me stand out. And so I had to go through a lot of different things in life, and I had to think about the pains that I had went through. I had to think about all the trials and tribulations that I've been through in my life. I had to think about those and dig deep, and find those things, and also not only that, bring the strength from those things, bring out the strength in them, because it's so many things that I could stand here and say, but I'll give you this little story that happened. Some years back, I would say I had to dig deep, and I really had to find it, find what it was that was going to pull me through this trial. And I won't use any names or anything, but I'll say at one point something happened to my son. And I'm not going to get into the specifics, but he was violated, and you can take from that what you will. And I can only remember thinking to myself, how am I going to get through this? And how can I help my son get through this ordeal? He was abused, so, and then I thought back to when I, went through some abuse, in my life, and me seeing, counselors and all that, because, I had to go through that myself. So I said, once again, I prayed. I always say, guys, no matter what it is that you're trying to do, you need to pray. You have to pray. You have to give it to God and trust. Okay, so I prayed to God, okay, what do you want me to do? Because at the moment, my world could have changed. Like, my world would have been different because I had ill-will thoughts. I had thoughts of violence. I had thoughts of just unspeakable things in my mind because of the abuse that my son had endured. So I had anger within me that was unbelievable. And at the moment that I found out about the abuse, I was carrying a weapon. I had a gun on my side. And it would have took nothing for me to use it. I mean, judge it if you will, but when it's talking about your kids and them getting abused, or someone's hurting them, you have a lot of thoughts in your mind. Okay, you think of a lot of different things, and if you don't, then I don't know what type of parent you are, to be honest. So I was at a point that I had to dig within myself, not to carry out the first thing that came to my mind, which I prayed. I actually remember standing there praying, like, Lord, please don't let me use this gun. Lord, what is it that you want me to do? I know this happened. I need to be able to, help my son. I don't know what way to go. I'm angry. I'm upset. So I had this reoccurring thought, and I will say God planted this in my mind to help me. It kept saying in my mind, take care of your son. Take care of your son. Take care of your son. So in my mind, that meant not for me to make this judgment or do this action that could lead me away from my son. So I said, okay, I got to take care of my son. So that means I have to step up. I have to be, although I'm hurt, although I'm in a place where I did not want to be mentally, I had to set all that aside and dig deep within myself to say, you know what, I have to take care of my son. I have to take care of my son no matter what. No matter what's going on. No one else is important right now. My son is the most important right now. And I'm gonna take care of him. So as the time went on, and we went through the court process, and a lot of different things, things that I'm not gonna necessarily say right now, but I had to eventually get him counseling and so on and so forth. And I will say, had I not dug deep within myself, this is not the first time that I had to dig deep within myself and rely on God's way, to pierce my heart and tell me the right way to go. It wasn't the first time that happened, but that was one of the most traumatic times where I had to really be like, okay, I'm gonna have to dig deep on this one here, because I can't do this by myself. I can't make these decisions. Someone's gonna have to help me with this, and that someone had to be God. It had to be me praying spiritually, just getting into it, because I would have lost it. Because like I said, when it comes to our children, we are different. We are different people. And sometimes all the things that you learned, all the things all that goes out the window when someone has hurt your child. So I had to set aside a lot of different things. And I had to dig inside myself and become strong. I had to use the strengths that I had already been given to deal with other situations that had happened, to really focus on this one, because it was important. My son is important. My son is my everything. My son is the reason why that I am pursuing and living out my dream now, because I need him to know that you can do it. You can do it. It just takes some dedication and discipline. Dedication, discipline. And faith, of course, always faith. So after I got through that ordeal, which I can say honestly, I'm never gonna be over it. I mean, I think about it very minimum at this point, because my son is fine. At this point, he's doing very well. Just in case y'all want to know, he's doing fine. So I just know that all of the steps, I could have been led in a different direction had I just acted. I had to be patient in myself, and that was hard. That was very difficult to wait for the answer, to not know what was going to happen. It was hard, guys, but I did it, and I had to dig within myself. So when I say that you all have to dig inside yourself, you have to know, your strengths, your weaknesses. You have to know that you can make it. Even if your weaknesses is this, you can retrain your brain. I should make that a topic. Retrain your brain. I'm gonna write that down. Retrain your brain. And when I say that, that means you have to think differently, outside the box. You have to read. I mean, I can't tell you enough. You have to read, you have to study, you have to be seeking the information out for yourself. And that's what I do constantly. So when I say dig deep inside yourself, if you want to be a better person, or if you want things to come into your life that you just know that you have to have because it's just a part of you, it's your purpose, you have to dig deep in yourself. Find what it is that will set you aside from the next person. You have to. I did it. So many other great people have done it. You have to do it. So dig deep. Dig within yourself. Find that thing, because it's going to give you joy. I can't even express to you, when I figured out, okay, this is what I want to do, I had so much happiness and joy. And I can tell you guys, my life has not always been happy. I have not always been overjoyed. I have not always been the most positive. I think deep down I was positive, but sometimes I would allow the negative talk in my head to just take me out of my zone. Dig inside yourself. Find what it is that you want to do, and that you could do every day without anyone paying you to do it. I'm not getting paid right now to do this. I mean, I hope that God blesses me with opportunities where I will get paid to do what I'm doing right now. But right now, it's not about that. I just want to come to you all. I just want to tell you my stories. I want to press upon you and encourage you to be better people. That's my goal. And this is what I've always wanted to do. It's my dream. I'm living my dream right now, and it feels great. So the joy that I feel, I'm happy that I had to dig deep. I'm happy that I've been through so many trials and tribulations in my life that God has lifted me out of them to be able to sit right here and tell you that you can get out of it. I don't have no whole lot of money. I'm not driving the most fanciest car right now. I'm not nearly where I want to be, but I know I'm going to get there. I know that. I know God is going to bless me. So I'm not worried. Sometimes you have to just think of it, give it to God, and keep going. That's what you have to do. So I will suggest, and I want you to tell me, leave it in the on the box below, the message board, or whatever it is up here, and tell me how you dig deep and found your happiness. Tell me how you went after your purpose by digging deep inside yourself and finding it and really going after it. Please tell me. I want to know. I really want to know. So that's it, guys. And I will come back and talk to you about some other stuff. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Bye.